speak.
Okay, Governor. Well, except that many observers, commentators, members of your party do not agree with you. And that's why I said politics is hot in Ondo State at the moment. And there is no better demonstration of that than the last Congress in the party. Now, there are persons who are making two allegations. That one, that you are uncomfortable with the growing influence of Minister Bunmi Tunji-Ojo in this state. And they say that the reason that his influence is growing is that because of the people who worked in the pre-election workshop, that when people work in a workshop, they should also chop, but that you are not allowing the chop to go round. So they said you have now created a gap, allowing Minister Ojo to fill the gap. And that during that Congress, there were persons who were on his side, and there were persons who were on your side. Hence, that argument about court injunction, about people who are on the other side who are saying, no, Section 85 sub 3 says you cannot inquire into the affairs of a political party. That's one leg of the conflict. The second part of it is that some people are saying that although Ondo State is not going to have gubernatorial election until maybe 2028, but that you are interested in running for election again to have another shot at the governorship position. And some people have gone to court and they are saying that no, you cannot do a third term in office in the light of Section 182 of the 1999 Constitution, reference being the fourth alteration of 2016. Those are the two major controversial issues. I would like Your Excellency to respond to those.
What I said earlier about marginalization. Are you bringing everybody? Can people really say that you are marginalizing a section of the party in the state? Somebody even asked me, said, ask him what is his relationship with Aketi's widow. All kinds of questions they were sending to us because they knew we were coming to you today.
No, thank you. Let me first of all say, like I said, APC is one in Ondo State. Indivisible APC. Like I said, we have different interests being pursued, and that is politics. And it's not, synonymous with just Ondo State only. Every other state, we have all these, push and pull among leaders. Though everybody in authority at different levels. I'm governor of Ondo State by the grace of God. Bunmi Tunji-Ojo is a Minister of Interior at the national level, another level of authority. And everybody desire to become whatever he wants to be. The level playing ground is there for all. But the party is the platform through which, you can seek political office, either to be elected into one position or the other. Growing influence, yes, there's room for growth. I grew to this point. Some other person have to grow also. You cannot, in politics, you can't stop anybody from growing. Depends on his strategy or method of engagement. For me, I have no problem with the Minister of Interior. And I don't think he has with me either. Like I said, there are followers who are looking for one thing or the other. And they look at some kind of endorsement from one level of authority or the other. So whoever they think that can, help them to achieve their, desired goal or position, they will tend to, relate with such person. For me, I'm father to all. I have not promised anyone, even as of today, that I have a ticket for you for one elective office or the other. Neither have I said that I'm going to deny some other persons from returning. We will decide when the time comes. The leadership, I always say it. Now, you said I held on to the chop and chop that is not flowing. Some people are grumbling. This is a state. We have a way of running the state. Appointments have been given to a lot of people that some of these leaders nominated by themselves. For example, I have about almost 300 aides. I did not, yes, I announced the appointments of all of those, but they were nominees of leaders from the various local governments. There is no ward in Ondo State that doesn't have an SA or SSA. We have 203 wards in Ondo State. Some ward has 2. And they were nominated by the leaders from those. Don't forget I said quarterly stakeholders meet of 60 stakeholders, leaders, 60 per local government. That is about 1,080 every quarter. We deliberate, we discuss. And they will also be, supported with some kind of logistics. Before I became governor, then when they come, they give them just 10,000. I would say it as, for logistics, for coming. But today, when they come, it's more times 10 of that. They get like this, so, and they come every quarter. That is part of, having time to meet, to Roma, to talk about the administration, the party, politics, and having that sense of belonging. Whatever they don't like, they will say it right there. And they bring suggestions and all of that. So it is not a case that one person is holding on to the money. They get salary, all of these people. We have LCDA chairman, and we have I think 51 LCDAs, apart from the 18 local government. There are chairmen, there are councillors, so the money is flowing to everybody. They are getting legitimate salary. The almost 500 aides also, they get impress running grant and they get their salary. So how am I holding the money? And they are nominees of all of these leaders. It is only, people will always complain. The minority will always complain. But the majority are happy with what we are doing, and that is politics. You cannot give appointment to everybody. The one you gave SA last year is pushing to want to have SSA. The SSA want to move on to become special advisor or cabinet member. He has one, he wants another. So he'll be complaining. So that is insatiable want of human nature. So it's not that we will have to look for something to say, because it's about interest and having a way, one way or the other, to say something to their own benefit, one way or the other. So it's not a case that we are not allowing the flow. We have civil servants also run to see that they get salary. So the money is flowing everywhere.